It's showtime.
I'm Kathleen McGivern, and I'm an artist, and I love Beetlejuice.
And it keeps getting funnier every single time I see it.
I've been waiting at least 10 years for the Beetlejuice 2 to come out. There have been rumors circulating over and over again, and finally we have all the actors lined up. The movie has come out. I'm literally over the moon. I absolutely love it. So let's dive in. Today we are going to be drawing the Beetlejuice Sandworm, an iconic figure in the Beetlejuice franchise.
Sandworms. Now, let's turn on the juice and see what shakes loose.
Absolutely, because it is time to make the sandworm. So we're gonna start off the background with some acrylic paint and some fluid medium. Gotta get loose.
Hey, you. Hey.
And don't go away, because we gotta paint this up. I am serious. We're gonna blend this out, make it a nice Saturn background.
Hey, come on. Hey, where'd you go?
And this will be the perfect habitat, obviously, for a sandworm to exist in, if there was ever such a thing. I love the sandworm, and I wish in the original one we had a little bit more time to see the sandworm. It was so quick. I think it was even for Beetlejuice, you only have him in 17 minutes total in the entire movie. So the sandworm obviously only had just a little teeny tiny feature in it, and it is so iconic and epic. So we are drawing it, beginning with its face, and of course it has like a face within a face, which is very classic Tim Burton, but also very strange and unusual. Yeah, I went there. So stripe it up and let's make it happen. It's time to grab those color pencils, and these are just Castle brand ones. I'm not really sure. Yeah, these are Castle. We're gonna get in those spots.
Hey, come here.
Because I need them to be extra vibrant, because they are going to really be part of the design that stands out next to the high contrast stripes, and especially with those teal lips. So I got those down packed because that's kind of some of the only color within the actual sandworm itself is really that black and white, and then you have that high contrast pop of color with the red and the almost teal lips on the sandworm.
Attention, Kmart shoppers.
Alright, so we're just kind of going around adding some black and shaded values to the sandworm itself. I really want to keep in mind that I want it to look like there is some highlights and shadows throughout the body. It's not just, coloring it in like a coloring book. Hello! So I'm working on creating a lot of values just using my black pencil crayon or colored pencil, whatever you color or call it. And then I'm going to use my white pencil crayon, colored pencil, to just blend in some of those other details. All right, we're gonna cut it out, and yes, I'm using scissors. I just don't like X-Acto knives. I probably should have used that, but this is a sketchbook drawing. I'm not gonna put this in a gallery, yo. All right, watercolor paints, because those make things very sexy very quick. And if it's a sketchbook design, I'm gonna go full mixed media, right? It's just for funsies. This is not like crazy town here. So let's make this extra sexy with that lovely watercolor paint. We're gonna use that to fill in some of the rougher texture on the mixed media paper left from the pencil crayons, and then also again really emphasize the shadows and the layers of the sandworm left from the sun on Saturn, or as seen from Saturn, not sun on Saturn.
Yeah.
Yes, don't you worry, we're almost there. Okay, we're gluing down our sandworm onto the background, which is that lovely painted, acrylic painted cardstock paper. We're gonna use this glue wall, Elmer's glue wall, to make sure these pieces stick down. And then I ripped up some extra green paper I had left over from my Beetlejuice design that I painted green, and I'm gonna use it to just blend the sandworm into the artwork a little bit better, and then also kind of fill in some of these other details, just really make it collage like. Of course, you can see my sandworm has those like really straight edges for where I drew like sandworm off the page, but then I forgot I was gonna cut it out. So we're just gonna blend that in, right? I mean, that's what art is about. You just make it happen. Oh, create a problem, gotta solve it. Let's stick some paper there, yo. That looks nice, fancy. Okay. And after some trimming and additional details, the sandworm is done. Look at that little sketchbook edition. And you might be wondering, where's that sketchbook? Don't you worry, we will add it. But just you admire what I've done here.
Well, I'm back. I feel real good about myself, you know what I mean?
Alright, glue all on the back of Sandworm, and obviously it's gonna go right beside Beetlejuice himself. So we're just gonna stick that glue all on there. We're gonna give it a little flippy over, and we are going to place it on the paper.
Beetlejuice, the bio-exorcist, troubled by the living.
And just like that, our Beetlejuice segment is done.
Hey, there goes Elvis. Yo,
Well, my friend, I hope that you enjoyed watching me create the sandworm. Please make sure that you subscribe to the channel and then check these videos out to watch. If you want to see me draw Beetlejuice himself, you can check that video out right here. Don't forget to subscribe. I do post new videos every single week.
Sorry.